Good morning, everyone. In this video session, we are going to discuss the poem I Am Getting Old Now, which is the part of the syllabus of BA third year, English Literature Paper First. I'm Getting Old Now, the poem is written by the contemporary Canadian poet Robert Crush. Robert Crush occupies a very significant position in the 20th century Canadian literature. And he is renowned for his masterly use of postmodern techniques in his writings. His poems are innovative, not only his themes, but also innovative in his techniques. So is the present poem, I'm Getting Old Now. The poem is a prose poem, quite vibrant yet simple, and presents the theme of cycle of life. It discusses the poet's acceptance of death as reality and links this acceptance of reality of death to the notion of past memories of his mother. The poem is in the form of an anecdote, which further leads to the analysis of the passage of time, discussion of age, and conclusively the poet's perspective on death. Although there is no clear-cut division in structure of the poem, but logically it may be studied in two parts. The first part of the poem symbolizes the dream of the poet, while the second part signifies the poet's realization that he is close to death. The poem opens with the statement, which is also the title of the poem, I'm getting old now. And in this way, it brings out the poet's awareness of his advancing age, that he is growing old. As he is getting old, he thinks about the past and about all the sentimental and important memories which are related to his previous life. As one grows old and nears the end of his life, one thinks a great deal about the past, especially the happy times. Similarly, the poet here thinks about his happy time, the prime of his time, his childhood. It is generally said that older people tend to think more about the distant past than the recent past. And as the poet, the narrator in the poem, is thinking about his distant past in the form of childhood, he concludes that he is getting old now. The poet realizes that he is getting old because he dreams a lot about his mother. The mother who died when he was just 13 years old. The death of the mother of the poet became a central experience of the loss of the poet, and in the later life, it affected his life. During the further course of the narration of the poem, the poet says that he saw his mother in his dream the previous night in the garden, over the hill, behind their house. He says, in that dream, his mother was standing in the garden while he himself was playing amidst the pea plants. He recalls that they both, the mother and the son, were happy in that moment, but neither of them seemed to be moving. As neither of them moved in the memory, the poet tries to figure out what exactly they were doing. He guesses he perhaps was kneeling down to pick the peas. The poet further attempts to recall that dream image, that his mother was standing still and she was watching the child, the poet, closely. He thinks that she was watching him with pride, watching him growing. Here, the poet makes an interesting recalling that the mother used to compare the child poet to a bad weed, implying that he grew very fast. When the mother calls her own child a bad weed, this of course said in a rather endearing way. It's natural for mothers to speak about their naughty children in this affectionate manner. By saying this, she liked to say this. The mother liked to call her child in this manner, and the child was pleased to hear this from his mother. Such comments from the mothers are generally welcomed by the children. The poem is